What's up, people? Today I'm here to talk about safety gear. Recently, a buddy of mine, Anthony, he had a bit of a spill and he wasn't wearing any safety gear whatsoever.
What?
And his injuries were extensive. It was not a great situation. But that prompted me to come to you now to do my part about safety gear. Some people wear it, some people don't. It's important that we do wear it, those of us that are riding personal electric vehicles, and it doesn't matter whether you're riding a one wheel, whether you're riding a scooter, whether you're even riding a hoverboard. Electric unicycles are my favorite, and in my opinion, one of the best personal electric vehicles that has been created so far. However, no matter what you are riding, it's important for you to take the time out to pay attention to the safety gear that you wear. Many times, the safety gear that you have on is the only thing between you and the ground, between you and the hospital, between you and possible serious injury or reconstructive surgery. I can tell you now, I haven't always worn what I needed to wear, and I have learned from my mistakes, and I'm hoping that others can learn from not just my mistakes, but many of the mistakes of other riders that you see. Today we're going to talk about safety gear from the head to the feet. Now, you may not have all of it, and you may only wear some of it, but we're going to talk about it anyway. And you can weigh in and let me know what you have and what you're looking at and what you're looking for. So let's start out with the helmet. The helmet is probably the most controversial of all of the equipment, but it's definitely one that people have very different opinions about. So let's talk about helmets. Here we have a bicycle helmet made by Giant. What I like about this one is it has the ability to add a backlight. So I thought this was a good addition if you want to go with the bicycle helmet. Now here we have the skater style helmet by 888, popular brand when it comes to these types of helmets. And it's important to know that all these different types of helmets, it really comes down to preference when you look at the different types of protection that you can get from different types of helmets. This next helmet is a downhill BMX or mountain bike helmet. I like this helmet because it detaches at the jaw. So if you wanted to have the half shell type of helmet like the first two that I talked about, you can use that. And the visor also pops up so that if you, on impact, it'll snap off and it won't give you the whiplash effect. But it also comes off if you want to ride without that. So this helmet is it's like a convertible, and I like that. And all these helmets I talked about so far obviously have the different padding inside. Now, I'm not going deep into that because different helmets have different amounts of padding and different levels of protection. And again, this is definitely all up to preference. Last but not least is my favorite. This helmet so far is my favorite of all helmets that I have. This by far is the best helmet I've ridden with. There's several reasons. Number one is because it's super light. It's not heavy as a motorcycle helmet, but it does give you a lot of protection, and it's ventilated on the top so that you can get air inside. It has the nice thick pads to protect you from the strap. It has a nice solid buckle, and it has nice padding inside. The visor, I like the reflective visor, but you can also put on the clear visor, and it comes different colored visors if you want to add those to it. This is the Steelbird Air 2. I love, love, love this helmet. And if I'm going to wear something that's going to protect me, I'm going to try to make sure that something is something that I like as well. One of the biggest things we have to talk about when it comes to safety gear is whether you like the safety gear you have. If you don't like it, you're not going to wear it. So definitely buy gear that you know you're going to like. Sometimes that's hard to do in this day and age when we're ordering a lot of things online. However, I must stress this to you. If it's something that you don't like the fit of it, you don't like the feel of it, send it back. Return it and get something else. Get gear that you like and you love. maybe not love, but get gear that you like. That way you're more apt to wear it. I have a bucket of gear. Hang on. I wasn't lying. I have a bucket of safety gear. I try to have different gear for different occasions for riding so that I'm always wearing something to protect myself. The one time I didn't wear a piece of gear I didn't have on my knee pads, I left them in the car by mistake as I took off on a ride. You can see in this video here, I fell and scraped my knees all up and it was not a fun time. Won't do that again. Now for wrist guards, very, very important. Head and then wrist. I think that's the order of importance when it comes to safety gear, because when you fall, it just doesn't make sense to get a concussion, brain injury, or any other types of surgery to your head and face because you didn't have anything on. But falling makes you reach out. No matter who you are, you reach out when you are going to fall. And the first thing that's gonna hit is gonna be your hands and your wrists. So having wrist protection is extremely important. Now I can tell you I have 3 different ones here. They're kind of in the same category. Wrist guards. The ones I wear the most are simple rollerblade wrist guards. These are, I got them in a pack that came with the knee guards, the elbow guards, and the wrist guards. They're very simple, no big deal, but they have hard plastic, and as you can see, these are the ones that I was wearing on at least 2 falls, so they're scraped up, but they're my favorites because they're not too bulky, but they do the job and they go far enough up the wrist that the protection is definitely felt. Next, we're going to talk about elbows and knees, and these are just short knee guards that wrap around. I like these because you don't have to slide your leg into them. You can wrap these around anything, so it doesn't matter what you're wearing, you can wear these knee guards. My favorites right now are these here, the Thunderwolf set. I like these a lot. They have good protection. It does have sleeves for the elbow guards, however. Then it has the same connection for the front. I found that when I put them on, I never had to worry about them again, so I like these. There are many types of elbow guards and knee guards. Again, it's all about preference, as long as you wear them. Gear up, people. Gear up, people. Gear up. I do want to briefly mention gloves. I don't wear gloves a lot, but when it's cold out, obviously I have no choice. A lot of times I'll wear like a thin neoprene glove underneath my wrist guards. These are a set of gloves that have knuckle protection. Last but not least, let's talk about shoes. Now, these are Vans, you know, worldwide known as skater shoes, I guess. These are some high top Vans that I like to wear. I really like them a lot. They're very comfortable. I also threw an insole in there to make sure that I'm comfortable while I'm riding. If you're riding for long periods of time, it's definitely something that you need. I like these a lot. Outside of these, I like to wear trail running shoes. They're comfortable, they're thick, and they also have the protection you need when riding the wheel for a long time. I want to throw in one bonus thing that's not really safety gear. This is an armband that I use. I put this over my arm and I'll mount it here, so if I'm worried about the speed, I can just look and the phone mounts right into the rubber strap here. I find that it makes it easy for me to access it, and I don't have to be trying to hold my phone and look at my phone when I should be looking at what's coming up ahead of me. Now, that being said, doesn't mean that looking at this is any safer. It just means that I don't have to fumble with it. And if you leave your phone unlocked, then you don't have to worry about it. And you can glance and keep riding. All right, people, that's all I got today. I hope that you paid attention to this. I hope that you ride with safety gear. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know why. I do believe that electric vehicles are the future. I just want to make sure that those that are getting involved in it take up the aspect of safety along with everything else. Be safe, people. Ride safe. And as always, enjoy your gadgets and your gear, especially your personal electric vehicles. Wear all your safety gear. And until next time, peace.